Hello and welcome to News Now. I am Margaret Opara. President Muhammadu Buhari has expressed his dissatisfaction over the generated welfare and working conditions. We'll take a short break now. News Now comes up after the break.
Most people don't understand the magic of a perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And it's Blemiviv Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiviv family.
We apologize for that breaking transmission. And now to the news. President Muhammadu Buhari has expressed his dissatisfaction over the generated welfare and working conditions of the nation's judiciary, saying it was serious and would be addressed. He said this would be done despite the dire state of the country's economy, currently battling insecurity and corruption, economic challenges aggravated by the COVID-19 and the war in Ukraine. Buhari stated this when he hosted the chairman and representatives of the body of benchers, a body of legal practitioners of the highest distinction in the legal profession, in the State House, Abuja, on Thursday. According to the president, a democratic government like the one he leads, standing on a tripod comprising the executive, legislature, and judiciary, cannot stand where one of its three pillars, the judiciary, is not properly nurtured, maintained, and sustained to deliver on its very pivotal duties. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU, has extended its over 5 months rollover strike by another 4 weeks. The rollover strike action is with effect from Monday, 1st August. President of ASUU, Professor Emmanuel Osodeke, who announced in a statement on Monday in Abuja, said the 1 month extension would give government more time to resolve all the outstanding issues. He noted the decision was arrived at an emergency National Executive Council meeting of ASUU to review developments since next resolution to extend its rollover strike action by another 12 weeks with effect from May 2022. Also, the case said, following extensive deliberations and taking cognizance of the government's past failures to abide by its own timelines in addressing the issues raised in the 2020 Federal Government and ASUU Memorandum of Action, NEC resolved that the strike be rolled over for 4 weeks to give government more time to resolve all outstanding issues. Controversial Islamic cleric and preacher Sheikh Ahmed Gumi had faulted the wrong measures of the federal government towards the Boko Haram insurgency in the north, stating that both sides of the divide committed crimes. Gumi said this in a statement on Sunday, adding that if the next president of the country followed the same trajectory, it would result in a greater insurgency. He said, and I quote, "The recent BBC Africa Eye documentary and Daily Trust documentaries about the insurgency in Zamfara State have exposed the ethnic and tribal undertones as the real genesis of the decade mayhem the northwestern region is experiencing as a whole. The crimes were committed by both sides of the divide, but unfortunately, the outside world sees one side as the only criminal, and thus the government acted in such line of thinking, messing up the conflict and applying the wrong measures of communal conflict resolution." Gumi also advised the next presidents to be wary of dishonest clergy, noting that they serve to polarize the nation more on the religious divide. The Are Ona Kakanfo of Yoruba land, Gani Adams, has raised the alarm over the spate of insecurity in the country, saying Nigeria is already sleepwalking into a collapse. In a statement signed personally, the Yoruba declared the somnambulation was caused by a criminal overdose of chronic pain inflicted on the country by the inaction and connivance of those in authority with terrorists and undesirable elements in the polity. It also said from the economy to security, the country is already heading for a decline, which he said will affect sub-Saharan Africa and the Black world. Calling on President Muhammadu Buhari to quickly stop the drift into destruction, Adams said a series of serious security breaches in the country in the last few months mean that all is not well with the security architecture of Nigeria. Meanwhile, states are taking measures to forestall attacks following the surge in terror activities in Abuja and parts of the north. Intelligence reports state that security is being beefed up in Lagos and around Enugu metropolis. Terrorists, bandits, and other categories of criminals are unrelenting in their nefarious activities. There has been a spike since the July 5 attack on the Kuje Correctional Center in Abuja. All 64 Boko Haram commanders and men, as well as over 400 other inmates, were fled during the attack. Last week, terrorists laid an ambush on the Gas Brigade in BUHARI, a suburb of the Federal Capital Territory. 2 officers and 6 soldiers were killed in the attacks that have thrown Abuja residents into panic. Away from that, the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC says the permanent voters' cards for persons captured in the ongoing continuous voters registration CVR will be ready between October and November. The Commission, however, urged Nigerians that their PVCs remain their actual meal tickets and should be handled with care. INEC National Commissioner Information and Publicity Festus Okoye disclosed this while monitoring the concluding segment of the ongoing CVR in Awka, Anambra State. Okoye, who doubles as the National Commissioner supervising Abia, Anambra and Benue, reaffirmed that the exercise has ended, saying INEC had to bring it to a close to enable the Commission cross-check data collected. He said for those who registered between January and June, their cards would be ready in October, while those who registered from July 1 to July 31 would collect in November. The Oyo State government has appealed to its citizenry to, as a matter of urgency, comply with whatever information given to them by healthcare workers on the use of insecticide mosquito-treated nets and schedule for antenatal treatment for expectant mothers in order to reduce and prevent malaria incidents and infant mortality rate. Commissioner for Health Bode Ladipo, who was represented by Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Adeyanju Olusoji, states that this during the State Partnership and Coordination and Health Data Consultative Meeting held in Ibadan.
About 533 healthcare workers were recruited by the current administration, out of which we have about 18 medical record officers and the medical record technicians that were actually recruited. So the process of recruitment has been done, and one of the things we did here today was to actually raise the importance of training of all cadres of healthcare workers. So these people are actually being recruited, they be trained, maybe regularly, so to see to the importance of having qualitative data. Just like I've been mentioned, that these data are important for making policy decision making, and which will ensure in improving the health service delivery in the state. The WHO representative actually made credence to one point that there is an initiative in Oyo State called Tomatiya Initiatives that was launched in 2020, and our healthcare workers in different facilities that we have in the state have been recruited into that Tomatiya initiative, during which they are trained to ensure that our staffs are on ground to take delivery. And that's one of the things we need to do, is to ensure that we increase the number of healthcare workers that are available during delivery. And that means that it's not only the health workers alone, it's not all the facilities alone, it's not all the government alone. Our people to also book for antenatal care. And when they are in labor, they also come at the right time so that necessary intervention will also be done. This Tomatia initiative, it also involves the fact that cares during peripartum, that is around the time of labor and delivery, are optimum, so that the quality of baby that will be born to life will be optimum. And that's what Tomatia initiative is all about.